Well, thought I'd try something, but who knows? I'll give it about a minute, which, hell, 30 seconds in. This ain't looking too good. Mm. Which I'm kind of like shocked. Um, oh, hey, it says 0 people looking at it, and then I get a comment. Hi. Yeah, I don't do live videos, so yeah, it's my first live stream. I don't I don't do them, but I don't know, kind of bored, wanted to talk. Um, I thought we were gonna really just talk about how TikTok's gone, but now it's back, so it's just kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, I took a break today. No, no review uploads. Might make a couple Instagram posts. Let's see, play by play on it. Not watching the game. I will be. If I leave this parking lot fast enough, I might go catch the end of the game. All two, right? You know, but it's hit or miss for me on a game day, right? I don't unless it's the Broncos, and even nowadays, like they had been so bad for so long, I stopped watching. So no, I'm not from Maryland. Not a Ravens fan. I appreciate the Ravens. Ravens are a fun team to watch every year. Um, no, I'm from Virginia, uh, right north of North Carolina. I don't know if y'all know where Virginia Beach is. Um, Basically an hour from there. I mean, I'm out at Virginia Beach a lot doing food reviews, and it's funny. I don't remember the last time I've actually been on the beachfront out there. Um, I go out there all the time, just food reviews, hang out, do some fun things. But I really don't remember the last time I've been on that beach physically. And I mean, can you blame me? That place during the summer, ooh, a lot of people, and it's just not a lot of good people, right? Um, if I go to the beach, we got a beach house at the Outer Banks, which the Outer Banks is getting pretty bad too, but not to the point like Virginia Beach, where you get all this violence and you get just this bad crowd of people. Um, Virginia Beach is a whole different beast, right? Um, Outer Banks has got this unique touch to it. Um, yeah, so you don't hear much about it because it's not much to say about it, right? It's just people go there if they want to sit on the beach and just push each other around. Any beach outside. That's a valid point. That's a valid point. Any beach outside of Florida, I ain't never been to. I mean, no, I haven't been to a beach in Florida. Everything is overcrowded. I mean, even Florida can be crowded too, but Florida's got some pretty beaches. I ain't been out there, but you see pictures online. You go on Google, you see things. Um, but you compare Virginia Beach and Outer Banks. Virginia Beach is just, whew, it's chaotic. Like I hate driving through big cities. I hate parking garages and stuff. And with the Outer Banks, at least like you go and you can find some beach accesses. Parking's fine. um there's a random pier you can pay like 10-15 bucks to go park at, and it's not so hard to kind of navigate. I guess like it's still packed and busy and you got all these vehicles, but it feels a little bit more spacious. Virginia Beach, you're packed tight. You got cars just driving slow. Your traffic's fast in the Outer Banks. You got just slow traffic. You got people all in the roads, and I mean masses and masses of people. You don't really deal with that in Outer Banks. Like the beaches are going to be full, right? They're going to be packed. But how it really kind of breaks down is you got cottages, and you cross the street, and you're on the beach for most people. For other people that live on the Sound Side, they got to go find somewhere to park, and that's fine for them, But that works out better than Virginia Beach, and that's why I hate going that far out in Virginia Beach. Like when I have to go review Ben and Jerry's new ice cream flavor at a shop, it's like okay, um, you know, I I I don't want to go to the one in Virginia Beach, but there's not much of a choice. Like there's the one in Yorktown. There's like two in Virginia Beach. That's all we've got here. I could go like the nearest after that's probably like Richmond or Durham or Raleigh. And I've been in a situation where I'll stop by that Ben and Jerry's. So, which is funny. I talk about I go and review Ben and Jerry's. Um, we'll get to if it pays. Um, I go to Ben and Jerry's, but one of the brands I like to talk the most shit about and to is Ben and Jerry's, and it's funny how their brand, people don't really understand their brand enough. And I understand their brand. I understand what they're going for. Um, so if their identity hadn't been known as this woke company, as this ideology, people would be trying to cancel them. But the fact is, they've always had this opinion and always had this thing. Did you know that Subway is actually switching from yeah, I knew that Subway was switching from Coke to Pepsi. And if I don't catch y'all's comments, I mean, I'm trying my best, but I'm also just veering off because I just like to talk, you know, especially if I'm just staring at a screen and it's just me and I have questions to answer. Like, I can just roll with that. It's just, I'm not as good as like one on one conversations unless the other person's like navigating it. Hello. So yeah, I mean, I just went into a tangent there. But yeah, Ben and Jerry's is this, they are known for their stances, and I like fighting with them because it's fun. And then people get mad at me, and it's like, it ain't that serious, but I got an opinion. Ben and Jerry's got an opinion. We disagree on things, but I still go and buy their product. I still go and, even though they can claim that that money is going to go to XYZ, I doubt they. I think at the end of the day, I don't think they spend as much money on the things they claim to spend the money on. They just want attention, which I don't blame them. Like, they are unique. They are one of the only companies out there, one of the only food brands out there that's constantly cramming political nonsense out there. So it's like everybody's like got their popcorn ready, or maybe not their popcorn, but their pint of Ben and Jerry's ready to eat and read the comments. It's just like, it's fun. It's fun. It's like people get so mad and it's so fun. All right, we're gonna switch back to you guys, and again, I appreciate the people saying they love my reviews, and I'm the best reviewers, and I really do appreciate that. I have a very huge ego in a way, so I always kind of say, yeah, I am one of the best, and I agree with y'all. But I do also just appreciate, the support here. I feel like YouTube as an algorithm isn't really being fair to my channel, but hey, we just gotta keep grinding. We just gotta keep going. So reeling it back, I'm forgetting what the first question was. But y'all asked about Subway. So Subway, some things going on with Subway, as many of you know or don't know. You may or may not know. Subway is switching to Pepsi. I think that's starting to take full effect this month and next month. It'd be really cool if we were to get a unique Mountain Dew or Pepsi flavor. I don't know what would vibe well with Subway, right? I don't know what kind of flavor profile would really just be the one. for them. But that's for Pepsi and Mountain Dew to figure out. Outside of that, of course, the new Baja sandwiches are here, and I'm sure a couple of you have said, "Hey, why don't you go try the Baja sandwiches?" And I'm holding off. What am I holding off for? Well, most y'all know what I'm holding off for. They have a new Oreo footlong cookie. New Oreo footlong cookie is yeah, Subway switching to Pepsi. Yeah, that's official. That was announced last year, but of course it was after the announcement. You gotta take the time to phase out, phase in. So that's where we're at. It's gonna be official. I'm assuming it's not an assumption, but it's a bet. I would bet anybody within the next 5 years we're gonna see something. You don't just switch to Pepsi, especially your Subway. You don't just switch to Pepsi. Um, we're gonna see a collab. But yeah, I'm holding off on. If anybody's wondering, which there's only a couple of you watching at the moment, but if anyone's wondering why I haven't tried the Baja sandwiches, um, it's because of that Oreo footlong. So that Oreo footlong's holding me off. Snackulator has tried it. He loved it, other than there wasn't enough cream on the outer edges. And that's pretty much, I think, his only issue. I think he wanted more of something. Um, so I'm excited. He loved it. I mean, he loves a lot of things, but he loved that. So yeah, I mean, that's something to look forward to. Good to have TikTok back again. It was only a day, and Mr. Trump, of course, got things done. I mean, come on now. If he says he's gonna get something done, it's gonna get done. End of the day, whether we like it or not, um, it just snap. It's just that's the difference. That's the difference you have. So. But TikTok's back. I was thinking about doing. My TikTok is still locked. I don't know what to say because I just got on it and it literally popped up. Thanks to President Trump, TikTok is back running. Uh, Enjoy posting or something. I screenshotted it, but I'm not. I'm on this live talking, so um, yeah. TikTok's back. I was thinking maybe I'd do a live video on there too. Just try and get some people watching, see where we're at there. And yeah, I mean, gotta see where we are. Try and get people to watch my Crumble reviews tomorrow. I don't just do it on here. I don't just ramble on here. I I, I ramble on everywhere. But TikTok, if you like shorter videos, you will see me on TikTok early tomorrow morning. Rather that's 8, 9, hopefully not 10. Hopefully, I'm planning on doing some food reviews. I'm planning on doing some food reviews. Trying to go to Northern Virginia tomorrow, which I'm thinking that might be a batshit crazy idea. Y'all think that's a crazy idea? No, I'm not going to the inauguration. I promise. But if I go to Northern Virginia, do you think traffic might be an issue? Do you think I'm thinking I can get around, right? Because I'm trying to go through Nova, and oh yeah, they're doing Jonas Brothers is doing a collab. It's just a returning cookie, I think, either that or a new one, but it ain't nothing fun or crazy or they ain't living in the year 3000 with that collab. That's for sure. Mm. Yeah, so I'm thinking Northern Virginia tomorrow. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? What's the plan? Well, the plan is so Crumble will be the first place. All right. Where I don't know. I'm thinking I might wake up at like 6 a.m. and shoot to go to like a Crumble in like Richmond area. So I'm not in Northern Virginia too early. But I don't want to get around there too late because then the traffic might be an absolute nightmare. The good thing is a lot of people are going to be off of work tomorrow. The bad thing is everyone's going to go to DC tomorrow. I'd do a meet and greet, but I don't think. I mean, you look at how many people watching this right now. We got 19 viewers. Meet and greet. Nah, we ain't gonna have nobody there. Now, if I had like the following of like Stefan Johnson voiceovers or Luke Foods or Review Bra, yeah. Maybe I would do a meet and greet. Maybe I would, but no. Just gotta cross our fingers and hope somehow we can work this out, make this thing grow. It's been tough. It's been tough. Um, I think that's part of like why I got on here is just wanna just talk. Just feel like there ain't a lot of people I can just randomly just talk to, so it's just easier to do this. Do the drive for the live streams. I'm gonna be honest with you. As fun and as interesting as I make my content, right? As like off the wall and out of pocket I get on that, and I'm like, I just throw the most random things up. If I were to live stream a drive through, the most of the interactions are very mundane, boring. Like I could do a live stream in the drive through. I could be like just flamboyant and just loud and stupid. I could do that. I could. I might get some weird reactions from the person at the drive through. But I mean most of my they're just short. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Have a good day. Um, but I mean, sometimes we have some interesting conversations, like when I'm going and ordering all this food and I'm going through the drive-through somewhere. Like if I place a mobile order, especially like at Dunkin'. Um, I'm gonna miss the end of this football game, folks. But anyways, I roll through Dunkin', and they're like, that sure is a lot of food items, and they're like, are you trying all of them? And I say, yeah, I'm trying all of them, and then they're kind of like getting at that I'm doing videos. I'm like, yeah, I do videos. Yeah, I'm the Southern Snack. Um, Speaking of the Southern Snacks, we call for an uprising. Arby's used to have Pepsi products. Yeah, they did used to have Pepsi products. They did have citrus cherry. They had citrus cherry exclusively. Um, don't know. Oh, is that the person that just said that we should do uprising? And now he says he doesn't know what I think. What I think is I agree. Anyone that switches to Coke, it cuts off a chance at another new Mountain Dew. Right? You switch to Coke. Where's the Dew? Where's the Dew? The Dew ain't there. You ain't getting the Dew. There's no Dew for you. No Dew for you. Um, but no, I understand why these places do Coke. It's just overall the superior brand, right? When you do a Coke deal, usually you throw in Dr. Pepper into the mix too, even though they're not a Coke company. Thanks for the happy birthday. I am gonna try to get to the Baskin Robbins cinnamon roll. I'm agitated. Don't even remind me. Do is KFC or Bojangles at best. I don't know what I don't know what. Can you explain that a little bit better? I don't. Are you saying it's best when you go to KFC and Bojangles? Is that what you were saying? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree with an uprising. I mean, but hey, um, you know, if y'all want to go throw up some signs and some pitchforks and torches and say we want Mountain Dew, you know, no, you can find it outside of KFC and Bojangles. You got Taco Bell. Um, it's hard to think of where, because you are right in a way. Like, there's not a lot of places as compared to who does Coca-Cola. Um, but you're not 100% correct. It's not just KFC and Bojangles. You do have Taco Bell. See, I hate thinking about this because I know McDonald's does Coke, Burger King does Coke, Wendy's does Coke. Wawa does Coke. Yeah, there's at least a few places that I think Olive Garden and Red Lobster do Pepsi. You got B Dubs does Pepsi. I know they're not like fast food, but I mean, if you're doing Pepsi, like look at B Dubs, look at Applebee's. They've got those exclusive Mountain Dew flavors. Long John Silver's. Do they sell Pepsi? I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. I know. Applebee's ain't fast food, but yeah, Applebee's does it. Hooters. So yeah, Long John Silver's would be very odd, like to see an exclusive flavor. It's not gonna happen. We're not. Long John Silver's is a dying brand, as is Captain D's. Seafood, fast food seafood, just it's not it. It's not a vibe. I mean, it can be sneaky. It can be like sneaky good, but it's really just not it. It's just not. I do need to go to Captain D's and try the fried oysters. Apparently, it's a seasonal item or a new item, but yeah. IHOP, yep, that's correct. Panera, I believe, yeah, that's correct. Panera really needs to do a collab. Which, you're right. Nobody knows what which is, but I do. I've done a review on Mountain Dew Vibe a couple times. Surprised that that is still a thing, right? It's still a thing. Sun's starting to go down. I don't think I'm gonna be sitting here forever, right? But I was able to find a minute to talk, and so we're just talking. Yeah, we're on this Mountain Dew discussion real hard. Yeah, Jersey Mike's does have Pepsi, which is a shock to think about that they haven't done a collab. But now that they have sold to a corporation, you can only wonder: does Pepsi knock on the door? Does this corporation think about it and knock on Pepsi's door? Who's knocking on whose door? Right. So, speaking of Pepsi, I don't know if I got it here. I'm gonna stare at you guys while I blindly look for it. Is this it? Nope, that's a Target seltzer. I got it. I ain't gonna drink it right now. I could take a sip. I mean, it's probably cold enough and it's 0 sugar, so it ain't gonna hurt me. This. Now, I already tried the full sugar, gave it a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved cherries and cream Sprite. Royal Farms, I guess. If they get bigger, we could see. Sheets, man, Sheets, I feel pitiful now. You know, they were on a ball, right? They had Pitch Black. Oh, 7-Eleven does Pepsi too, because they got Pitch Black there. But they had Pitch Black. They had Atomic Blue, was it? Like a blue lemonade, which again, vibe is that, but yellow. And they had strawberry goji strawberry citrus, or whatever. It was a good flavor. Daggone. I really am gonna have to end this video soon, ain't I? 11 views. We lost the whole audience there. I don't know what happened. But yeah, Sheets. I don't know. They lost all 3. Bang. We're losing a lot of exclusive Pepsi flavors. There's no doubt. But we're getting a couple this year, right? Wawa and Miser. Pizza Miser. Yeah. Cinnamon bun cream cheese. Yeah, back to Baskin Robbins. I am trying to get the cinnamon bun ice cream from Baskin Robbins. Went last week and they said, oh, we're out, but we'll have some this weekend. So it's the weekend. Hopefully when I'm in Hampton on Tuesday, they'll have it. Otherwise, I might keep my eye out for a Baskin Robbins here soon. So yeah, we'll keep our eye out. Drifting. Yeah. Let's take a sip of this. It's good. It's really good. It's not as good as full sugar, but you take that Pepsi and cream combination, and you take wild cherry. I haven't had wild cherry Pepsi, but I know I don't like Code Red, and I'm sure that it's gonna be like the same type of cherry, same type of yeah. It's yeah, foggy, rainy, gloomy, very gloomy day, and it doesn't help the mood. Doesn't help the mood, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of like artificial cherry, but now you've got this like buffer between the Pepsi and the cherry here with the cream, right? And it is just a beautiful marriage within this bottle. A beautiful, absolutely beautiful combination of taste and of flavor. And you can find wild cherry and cream Pepsi. I say go look high and low, and down below, and up above. In every corner you can find it. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, we only got 7 of y'all in here now. I was gonna talk about now it's 10. I was gonna talk about how I really just want to change back to redneck snack. Like now feels like the time. Now feels like the world is taking a turn. America is just gonna be it's gonna be a crazy ride, a crazy 4 years. And I'm thinking if I change back to redneck snack, I don't think there's going to be as much negative implications from it. I don't think we're going to see as much challenges if we change back to redneck snack. So again, I'm gonna have to bring this discussion back up at another point, maybe when I do another live. But I was thinking maybe I should do redneck snack again. Maybe switch it back. It's a simpler roll off the tongue type of name. Yeah, Ellie's saying don't change it, but it's going to take a lot of discussion. I need a lot of opinions on this. Sure, I have made the Southern Snack work out very well, and it has been it's been a vibe, and it's been a really easy um, kind of brand, kind of name to use. So it's always been great, but for some reason I just prefer Redneck Snack. It rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. It's simpler, and it feels more like me, right? Like I'm not limited to being the Southern snack because I drive up now. I'm driving up to Northern Virginia, and I know Southern snack rolls off the tongue, but so does Redneck snack. It all rolls off the tongue just easy and fair. Um, but I'm traveling a lot, and now that I'm going to Northern Virginia and Maryland, and I'm starting to push those boundaries, it's like, you know, I'm not always Southern. I'm always redneck. I'm always. We lost a lot of light. I tell you, but I'm not always in the South. I am always Southern. I will always have that type of personality and that type of attitude. But thank you. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm always going to be a redneck no matter where I am. And I think that's the fun part of it. It's like I go to Northern Virginia, do a video about Crumble, and then I post it on TikTok, and the first thing people are saying, I promise you, people from Northern Virginia don't act like this. And I'm like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong that you guys don't act like this. But here's the thing, y'all got sticks up y'all's asses. Y'all the most stuck up. I don't want to go on a rant or a tangent. Went black for a minute. I was gone. I was just a black rectangle. Couldn't see myself. Um, yeah. So, what are we even talking about? That's the redneck snack. So it's like, y'all want to act like I'm some fool and that, you know, I can't act the way I want to act and that, you're high and mighty and above me because I act differently than the people that live there. I have a cousin that grew up in Northern Virginia, and let me tell you what, you had all kinds of oddballs up there. Just all kinds of people. You know the memes you see about all these weird people out there. Um, I like wearing my hat. This this ball cap. I got a bunch of hats. I like wearing that compared to the cowboy hat. But like if I'm going to work, or if I'm I guess clean, I don't like wearing a hat unless I'm going to a party. But if I'm kind of feeling dirty, I'll throw a hat on. Because I don't want anybody seeing this messy hair. Of course, there's not much hair right now, but I'm also thinking about growing out the beard. Just ain't got nobody to please or excite, and I don't think that's gonna change for a while. So as long as we're just having a good time and doing food reviews and living life, I'm thinking I'm gonna bring that beard back. Um, if you want to try and see what that looks like, try and find a review from a couple. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, cowboy hat. I mean, sorry, ball cap, more comfortable, no question. I mean, you can see it fits. It's not ragged. I don't have to touch it and move it, and you know, I'm not. I can just shake my head and it might come down and I'm moving it up, but there's a lot going on with that cowboy hat. And as much as I love it, right, I it's become a sentimental item for me. Um, so very sentimental. It's something that kind of helps me look back at what Crumble used to be. I mean, I would say so. Can you do a question and answer video? I mean, is this basically not that at this point? Like, I know I'm rambling on, but that would be the same thing that would happen if I titled this question and answer. Um, this is just basically me talking, and if y'all ask a question, I answer it. I mean, I think we're pretty much doing that. But if you want me to do an official video that says it's a question and answer, I can. But the title of this video, at least from what I tried to edit it to be, supposed to be, you can ask a question. Everybody's asking questions. That's kind of why the conversation's just going everywhere. But the titles, I edited. I was supposed to say, "How are you doing?" Um, so, kind of my question to you, and then if you want to throw some questions to me, that's kind of why I'm here. Keeps me talking, gives me some focus, I guess. So it's kind of dark now. What kind of restaurant would the Southern Snack own? I lost my train of thought again, and I do that a lot. Um, but going back to that like sentimental cowboy hat thing, Crumble gave that to me. So they used to be one of the more supportive and stronger brands I had worked with, up until a year or two ago. The last couple years has been just terrible. Um, they gave me that cowboy hat, and they would give me vouchers because and they gave a couple different influencer vouchers, and I put in the hard work. I felt like I earned those. No, nothing's owed, but I felt like a favorite Crumble flavor. My favorite Crumble flavor is the chocolate cake cookie, all day, every day, and that kind of symbolizes the changes that they have made to that cookie. And I'll briefly go into that. But it just feels like they've kind of cut off any influencer relation. Um, yeah, can't quit Crumble. No, no, I won't quit Crumble. I mean, it could get as bad as it could get. But they used to be very supportive of content creators, and I think what happened is it's just a very busy industry for Crumble. They are struggling. The supply chain, I guess, is not picture perfect, and they are really having a hard time with that. They're having a hard time keeping demand, and so a way that you have to handle those things is you cut costs. And so they've been doing everything they can to keep interest but also save money. And so I feel like they are not as special as they used to be. I and there's a lot of challenges that they're facing, but it's kind of disappointing to watch. And now they're exploring that $2 billion sale, and I'm all for it. Get out while you can. Get out while you can. Get that money. Let another corporation out there either kind of figure it out and fix things, or find a way to ruin the brand even more than it's been ruined. They still comment on my videos every week, so at least we have that. At least they're trying to keep a little bit of a connection. They told me happy birthday on my video, so they at least watched a little bit of it. And I think they still try and get feedback from creators, but it's just they're doing what they can do to make money and deal with this hectic scene, right? And I think there's just so many influencers. It's just they're like, screw it. We're just trying to deal with what we got now. So, but yeah, back to two things on this. I will try Crumble. Yeah, go try Crumble. Two things. Crumble would have been something I would have ideally liked to own. It still would be. Suffolk, where I'm from, still needs to crumble and make life easy, right? I'd be here. I'd be home. I wouldn't have to worry about any commuting. Wouldn't have to really stress out about anything. I'd be in my own kind of flow, and I'd have things rolling. And I have like an idea of where Crumble could establish itself in Suffolk, right? There's like a couple different shopping centers that have open spaces. Perfect. Would be great. I don't know that I have the capital. I don't know if that I have the money, but ideally, no, I didn't get a birthday cake. I bought a red velvet cheesecake from Sam's Club, and we had that last night at my party. But no, I didn't get a cake. I don't really need one, right? I need to keep grinding and moderating and make sure I stay in good health. So I don't need a whole cake to myself. So yeah, Crumble, as other businesses I might own, if it ain't Crumble, I'd want something more hands off, which I don't really know what franchises are hands off. I think McDonald's kind of is. Krispy Kreme would be nice. Bring Krispy Kreme to Suffolk. Worst Crumble flavor. Kimmy's not watching this. I doubt she is. She could be. She ain't commented. We would have seen a comment from her. But her favorite and my least favorite, Kimmy's one of my biggest supporters, is everything bagel. It is. There's no sweetness at all, and it's very bland, and the cream cheese on top is legit cream cheese, and then you got everything seasoning. So like it's interesting, but if I want an everything bagel, I think I'm just better off legit getting an everything bagel with some cream cheese spread. I think that would taste better than a cookie, right? The cookie was kind of fun, but dumb and pointless, and I get why it's never come back. But I think they should bring it back, right? Another reason as to why Crumble just pisses me off. Bring these things back. Bring Blue Icy back. Bring Orange Creamsicle back. Bring Sherbet back. Bring German chocolate cookie back. We had a German chocolate cake, but I mean, bring the German chocolate cookie back. Bring the Samoa cookie back. Bring York peppermint patty back. Bring Kit Kat. Kit Kat's coming back. Kit Kat's apparently in the leaks somewhere. But oh my goodness, man! Just having the thing. Pineapple Whip. Everybody loved Pineapple Whip, and they took it away. They took Pineapple Whip away. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was like a 7.5, maybe an 8 to me. Anything pineapple doesn't really ever impress me. Even pineapple upside down cake, which I thought was a terrible cookie, even that deserves a return. Like, work on it. But Pineapple Whip, man, oh man, Pineapple Whip, like. And my favorite cookie, chocolate cake. A lot of you don't know this, but originally chocolate cake had chocolate chips in the base. So it wasn't just a chocolate cookie with this fudge cream cheese frosting. No, it was this chocolate chip cookie loaded with chocolate chips. Then it was topped with this remarkable icing. And I miss having chocolate chips in the base. Like, it's still a 10 without them, but that melty texture, that added chocolatey goodness, man, I just kick myself. Because it's not even me, it's Crumble that's leaving out the chocolate chips. Crumble. 9 times out of 10 you can blame Crumble if something ain't going right with Crumble. Because it's Crumble's fault. It's Crumble's fault. So, we beat Crumble like a dead horse. I mean, they're beating themselves like a dead horse. No, okay, it's getting quiet. I'm getting bored. Do we want to talk about... I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe table a lot of the things I do want to talk about for another day when I've got hopefully a bigger audience. I don't know. Because it would be good to kind of just talk about not just food, just life in general. That would be nice. That would be good. But, I think, I gotta do more lives, but if it ain't gonna get but 10 people looking at it at a time, I don't know how interested I'd be in doing that long term. I guess we could just keep trying it. We'll figure it out. But I feel like it's not a hard... I got kind of nervous when I hit go on this. And what happened was I started out vertically on accident. And if you do vertical, I guess you can have guests. If you do horizontal, you can't, as far as I can tell. I don't think I can add any guests. So I'll probably try some vertical stuff. And if someone wants to chat, if someone wants to get on here at some point, we'll do that. But again, right now, we're just we're shooting around, trying something. And, we're just sitting here in my car in the dark because I don't know. I don't feel like moving. I don't feel like leaving. I do need to go see my dog. See you at the drive-thru. I don't know what drive-through you gonna see me at, but oh, you want me to do the drive-through live stream? I'm not. I'm not really vibing with that, right? I don't know. I feel like that's a challenge for me. I'm trying to focus on driving, and usually I'm jamming to something. I'm jamming to some music. I listen to everything. But usually I'm jamming, you know. I'll dance to anything, sing to anything, laugh, sleep, whatever music. Um, so, I'm at a point where I don't know. I'm kind of just frustrated, just with a lot of things, including myself. Um, and I know, usually I'm able to truck through that, and I will. And a couple weeks from now, you'll maybe announce. Yeah, I could. I don't know where I'd announce the next live. Um, so I think that you can schedule it, right? Sorry if I'm right, but do you dislike the subways now? Oh, I thought you were saying I didn't. I thought you were asking if I knew. No. I'm all for it. No. I'm in full support of their switch from Coke to Pepsi. Um, the reason, as I've already kind of discussed, is we see Coca-Cola everywhere, right? Coca-Cola is the big thing, and everyone does Coca-Cola. Um, but but it's important to remember, if you get one more Pepsi collaboration, if you get, if Pepsi shows up at your store, at your place of business, that opens the door for a collaboration, right? That opens it wide open. What would pair well with Subway in terms of like a Mountain Dew flavor? That I scratch my head on, because again, I don't know what would be good. I don't. Um, anything? Anything? Do y'all know? I can't get right now. I'm stuck on the word Baja, because they have Baja sandwiches, like Baja Chipotle sandwiches. So it's like I can't get the word Baja out of my mind, but I know that's just a toxic thing to be thinking. I can't be thinking Baja. Baja is Taco Bell. Baja ain't leaving Taco Bell. So don't make Baja do anything but Baja its way to Taco Bell. Vanilla Dew Shake. What? Do you mean like are you meaning like you mix Mountain Dew with like vanilla ice cream? I, that would make sense, I guess, but not at Subway. No, not at Subway. Um, what would be nice is if Bluebell would do a Mountain Dew float ice cream. They've already done Dr. Pepper and A&W. Just go ahead, throw Mountain Dew into the mix. So, yeah, I mean, as this avid fan of Mountain Dew, I just get so like frustrated, because there's no um there's just no one wants to jump into doing a Mountain Dew ice cream, or a Mountain Dew float, or a Mountain Dew milkshake, or Mountain Dew anything. I want a Mountain Dew crumble cookie, and I keep saying it. I will keep saying it, and it will not be left unsaid until it's done. But like, I feel like Mountain Dew is so disrespected. And I don't know if it's because these brands don't think they could pull it off. I don't know. They did a Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato at Taco Bell and it failed, right? It just it wasn't hitting as good as it could have hit. And I've had Mountain Dew Fudge from this place. I think it was in Marion, Virginia, which is one of the three big cities for Mountain Dew. Um, yeah, Sherbert's not far. It ain't far off, I guess. But I want legit Mountain Dew. So I had Mountain Dew Fudge, and for some reason it just won't click it, right? Um, so I don't know if it's just because these brands don't think it's a wise thing to try out. I have no clue, right? There's no idea from me, none. Um, so now we're kind of beating a dead horse with Mountain Dew. Um, man, it's dark in here, and I'm starting to feel cold. You know, I I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it when it's an hour. That works for me. Um, and we'll certainly try this again, right? Now, when I did my 12-second live on accident, the vertical one, it didn't save the video. Is this gonna save, or is this just now? Is this gonna be lost forever? That's my question. And do y'all know how to save a live video? Cause I don't know. I don't know. And it's raining again, or is that just like the wind blowing the trees and then the water dropping? I think it was just the wind. Um, yeah. I find myself talking to myself a lot, right? Just kind of easy to do for me, right? It's just so easy, right? Because personally, I have a hard time talking to a lot of people. Um, Unless they ask me questions or they kind of direct the conversation. I don't know what that is. What is that blue guy you just commented? Are you laughing? Is that Blue from what's that TV show? What's his name? Blue? Foster's Imaginary Friends, Home for Imaginary Friends. That's what that little emoji looked like. You know who I like from that show? I like Cheese. If you like cheese, he liked chocolate milkshakes. I want chocolate milkshake. But yeah, you should go look him up. I doubt he's on TikTok. With how old that show is, I doubt anyone on TikTok would post about cheese. But he liked chocolate milk. My homie Cheese. Blue from Foster's Home. Yeah. You got it. You got it, Alex. Um, yeah, but Cheese. That motherfucker was on crack. I like chocolate milk. I like chocolate milk. It's like, okay, you like chocolate milk. What else do you like, Cheese? I don't know. I don't know. Damn. Cheese would be my homie. If Cheese was a real person, and you know what? There are real people out there that are crackheads that probably talk exactly like Cheese does and have one simple focus in their life. Maybe it's not liking chocolate milk, but it might be something as simple as that. I feel like those are the people that you got to be friends with. Simple, shoot the shit, get things done, have a good time, have a good day. So, yeah, funny. See, all you gotta do is comment one emoji, then I just get rambling on about the dumbest stuff. That's just where my mind is. My mind can jump from place to place, and it doesn't know where it's gonna land. So, yep, yep, yep. Sometimes you get the craziest bullshit. Sometimes my brain just shuts down and it's like I can't function. I can't say this or that, and I just I just seal my lips and I sit there and I'm like, let's just chill out. And sometimes those are the moments you need, or just moments of just pure silence. And that way you're not just, thinking about a bunch of dumb shit. So yeah, cheese really like chocolate milk. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Hey, I wish more people out here could relate to that, right? The cheese, to the cheese, Mr. Cheese. But I feel like most of y'all watching probably don't know who the hell Cheese is, and you're probably like, "What is this man talking about?" Like, he's talking about cheese. This man's a fat ass. He's talking about cheese. Well, yeah, I'm talking about cheese, but you don't know who Cheese is. You ain't never met Cheese in your life, and you probably never will. You don't know who Cheese is. You need to go find Cheese, and you need to go hang out with Cheese. Get you some chocolate milk first, though. He gets a little bitchy. He'll get complaining. He's gonna start screaming at you, and you ain't gonna like that. You ain't gonna like that. If you don't get him his chocolate milk, you're not gonna like him. I don't. KL Hickson. I don't. But yeah, hi. Um, I'm just. I don't know. I don't know. I'm cold again. I just jogged 4 laps at behind the Kroger. My name's Matt. Um, that's a long text. I wish that would not go away. Yeah, I agree. I wish they wouldn't switch either. The more you switch away from Pepsi, the less Mountain Dew we get. Um, yeah. I know I'm complaining about how cold I am. I could just simply cut the car on, but we got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. I'm out of here. Um, I'm intrigued to see what is going on or happened with the Eagles Rams game. I feel like the Eagles probably won. I would think. If not, Washington's probably going to go to the Super Bowl. So that'd be interesting. But don't tell me what happened because I got 2 more minutes. I'll go figure it out. So, uh, yeah, it's foggy in here, and it's been a gloomy day. And so I had the right mindset going into my jog though. My temperature, it's not that bad. Honestly, temperature wise, not bad. It's just gloomy. It's been some rain. It's game's not over yet. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Probably still close game, I'm sure. But anyways, um, it's been gloomy. It's been foggy. It's been rainy. It's just, it's not been that great of a day. But I went behind the Kroger here in Suffolk, and name's Matt. Um, but I went behind the Kroger in Suffolk, and I got my jog done. To said I'll do 4 laps, which basically add it all up, it's like 6 miles. So I said I'll do a 6 mile jog today. I'm in that mood, kind of fired up. I'm not happy really with myself right now. So I said, okay, let's just take our anger out where we can take it out on, right? The most appropriate way for me to take my anger out is the thing I've been doing for 2 years now. I jog every single day. If I'm gonna be mad, take that anger and put it towards jogging. Which, I've personally, since I've been jogging, I've not really legitimately like been mad. There's been some frustration, some just upset feelings, but it's just not been like this pure like rage, right? Um, I jog and then it's just like, okay, we're sitting here and we're feeling right, and life is feeling right. So, um, But yeah, if any of you were wondering why I am in decent shape but do these food reviews, again, it boils down to two things. I moderate what I eat. It may seem like I don't, but I do. And I waste a lot of food. I'm not going to lie. I do. Um, but most of the time, I just sample things. I eat very small samples of each thing. And if I love something, I will eat the whole thing. If I don't like it that much, it's done. So moderation, and the biggest thing has been jogging. Because I was trying to moderate before I was jogging. Um, we're still on this Subway Pepsi thing. They used to have Pepsi. Yeah, I think they did used to have Pepsi. I think you're right. I mean, you said it's a fact, so I don't know why I'm saying I think you're right. I mean, you've done the research, you've got the information on your hands, and I'm sure if you Google it, it will validate that. So, but me without having the facts at hand, yeah, I think you're right. But I know you're right because you just said it's a fun fact. So, um, yeah. So we're gonna end this soon. So it's been fun. It's been fun chatting with you guys, and it's nice to see y'all. Make sure to check out my Crumble review tomorrow, bright and early as I can be. I'll be at whatever Crumble I can get to at 8 a.m. Just boils down to what they can do for me once it gets to that time. So, but we're gonna try and have a fun day. Still think we're gonna do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know when we're gonna do another live stream. If I find like a minute where I'm just like, okay, let's just do a live stream, I guess. Um, Maybe next live stream I'll throw my dog in there and yep. So what's up, Dapper Dan? It's been a bit. You have fun channel person. Yep, I appreciate that. I try and keep it fun. I feel like it's so much easier to let my personality just shine through on here. I don't have any boundaries. I don't have any challenges. It's just like, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm being myself, and there's no one to judge me. There's no one to reject me. Like, y'all can comment anything you want, and people can be judgmental on that form or facet, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time because it's just me talking. Honestly, when I'm on the camera, I'm kind of just talking to myself, and then it when it's uploaded, it's more of like a conversation with you guys. Wingstop, easy. Wingstop is better than B Dubs. What kind of dog do I have? I've got a golden retriever. And we'll tell a story about him real quick, and then maybe we should just wrap it up. And his name is Boone. So not quite a year ago. Give it like one more month. They have these banquets, Ducks Unlimited banquets. So it's just an organization that does charitable work and is really just focused on duck preservation. And Boone, 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 like Boone, North Carolina. Mr. Boone, I don't know. But anyways, okay, so Ducks Unlimited, focus on duck hunting, duck preservation, duck conservation, all that. So these banquets, you've got silent auctions, you've got not so silent auctions, you got a regular auction. So 2 years ago, I did a silent auction and won a trip to Africa, hunting trip. Still have not planned that out. This year is the deadline. And yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Kind of nervous because it's like I gotta plan this out. I spent a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I've made all that money back. I've made that money back, and I've made the money on my dog back. So at the end of the day, it's just nothing really to think about. But it's kind of frustrating thinking, okay, I spent all this money on this trip, and it was a great deal because if you actually buy this trip straight up, it's probably going to be way more expensive than what I won it for in the silent auction. But that's aside from the point. So I'm drunk and we're doing this auction, and my dad's friend is at the table over the next table over, and this golden retriever, cute little thing, so well behaved, said, "You know what? This is what I want. This is the dog I want. This is the dog for me." And I didn't have to think about it, right? Once I decided and once I saw, you know, once I came to the conclusion that this is what I wanted and this is how I wanted to move forward, that was it. Uh yeah, never been while drinking. That's not a bad idea. But I'm crazy, okay? I just am. So, I'm just sitting there and I know at this point I'm invested. So it gets, you know, I'm bidding on it, and then my dad's friend decides he wants to start bidding on it, and it gets to 1800, and I've got it at 1800, right? And then all hell breaks loose. He raises his hand. I raise my hand. We get into this bidding war, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let this thing go once it hits 3,000. I'm thinking, ain't no way, I'm gonna be able to keep up on this. Got the 2,900. I had raised my hand. Dad's friend. I was looking over at him, waiting for him to do it, and he did not raise his hand. And I was like, oh my goodness, I won this dog. I still live at home with my parents. The dog did not come home with me. Instead, he went home with my brother. I still go see the dog every day. That's what I'm going to go do out there and wrap this up. Still go see him every day, pay for his food. I take good care of him, but he's well cared for, right? He's got my brother. He's got my brother's girlfriend. Uh, her sister lives at that house, but she's in college too, so she's not always there, but she's around, you know. And mom might go see Boone every now and then. So he gets lots of attention. And Will, my brother, he has a silver lab, so charcoal lab. Um, yeah, it's just a new color that's so fancy. So, she's a very good companion for Boone. Um, had to get her fixed. Now she's kind of pudgy, but um, yeah, I mean, everything has gone well in terms of that. A lot better than anyone could have guessed or expected. But um, I have buyer's remorse at first? Oh, absolutely. It's like I gotta sell this dog now. Like I gotta get out of this situation, But it just took time. It just took time for me to accept what I did, and he's been one of the best dogs that I've you, ever met. I guess is what you could say. Definitely, out of all the dogs I've had in my life, he's been the best behaved. Um, if you let him outside, he runs off to the woods. He's a little bit hard to get back into the house, maybe because he's a little far to here. Um, but outside of that, um, he's so amazing. He's just such a loyal dog, such a loving dog. Um, and it's always something to look forward to. At the end of the day, to go see him. So yeah, it's nice. Um, I had a dog that I grew up with. Um, we got her in '09, and she passed 2022. Yeah, like right when I started to realize I needed to make some changes for myself and start jogging. So she goes and she passes away. I mean, she was like 13 years old. She was old. For a Dotson, that's old. Um, so, I, I carried a lot of just sadness with me, not having a dog that I truly loved and could look forward to seeing every day. Like, you know, mom got a couple of half poodle little dog things, a cavapoo and I don't know the other one, cavapoo and a cockapoo, cockapoo and a cavapoo. Um, and they're cute little things, but I just it for me it just won't. It just I have not grown that deep love and connection to them that I had with the dog that we had for 13 years. And so when I saw Boone, I knew what I was going to get myself into, and there's no regrets for it. Um, I don't hate to admit that. I don't regret it. Um, and now I have a dog that I absolutely love, and I've grown closer to my brother's dog too in all this because you don't get him without her. I go see him, she's there, and she's a very loving dog, and so um, it's just nice to um, have dogs, and they bring a lot of love. So yeah. Anyways, we have gone a little bit further than an hour, and I said I was gonna call it an hour, but I just got so wound up and talking. So um, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. Uh, my title was "How are you doing?" and so I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Lots to look forward to in life, without question. So yeah. Anyways, other than that, I appreciate all you guys that watched, all you guys that had questions. I appreciate the condolences, but again, I'm doing great now. You, you can never replace a dog, obviously, but you know, right now in my life, there's pure joy, um, absolute pure joy with the situation um, that I've got in terms of having a dog. And sure, he doesn't live with me, but I I still have the utmost love and care for him. So, um, and I'll continue to do that for as long as I get that opportunity to do so. So, Taco Bell mac and cheese pot. What are you talking about, OJ? The hell are you talking about? Taco Bell mac and cheese pasta. Is this like, is it on store shelves? Is it hitting store? You're always on point on directing me. Made with cinnamon twist. What are you going on about now? Mac and cheese made with cinnamon twist. Is this some food act? You got me yelling now, all confused. That sounds disgusting. Taco Bell mac and cheese with cinnamon twist. You just don't want me to end this video. You just want me to just, oh God. Do I need to go eat another gummy now? Just to deal with what I just read. Google it. Google it. Google Taco Bell mac and cheese made with cinnamon twist. Damn it, OJ. Damn it. I mean, most of the time I'm ahead of you on this stuff. I'm like, well, I've already tried it, but I just haven't uploaded it. Or, oh, I plan to try it. And I appreciate the reminder. But, yeah, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. I don't know how this is, I don't know if this is going to save. What happens when I end this? I guess we're just going to have to screw around and figure that out. But OJ, man, most of your stuff is like, it's like normal, okay. Baskin Robbins new flavor, or IHOP's new thing, or Panera's new thing. But Taco Bell mac and cheese with cinnamon twist. I'd do it. But do I have to make it myself? Such a thing important to employees. I don't know, bud. I don't know. That sounds like a food hack. And I can do food hacks. I've done food hacks. But, oh, that's making me feel a little uneasy. And I don't oftentimes feel uneasy. You know, I might get butterflies in my stomach if I see someone beautiful that I can't talk to. And no food combination really makes me feel uneasy, but that's just a little bit like, bruh. Like, are you okay? Like, what kind of drugs you on? Taco Bell mac and cheese with cinnamon churro twist. Like, I was okay when you said Taco Bell mac and cheese. Like, okay, that's reasonable enough. And then a minute later, you're like, yeah, they used the churro cinnamon twist. I don't know, man. I need to go home. I need to go see Boone first, then go home, take a shower, and go to bed. So, basically, pasta shells. Huh? If you can just like, so come back to my Crumble video tomorrow, OJ. If you could type up like a paragraph, and I'm gonna do my research too, but if you could just type up like a paragraph explaining this like completely, so I don't have to just be like, what the hell are you going on about? Because I'm just like, I'm mind boggled here. I am. I'm just like, I got enough things to think about. I don't need to be thinking about mac and cheese with cinnamon churros. I don't need to think about that. Albeit, if you use enough cinnamon and a little less sugar, you could have some spicy mac and cheese, which is not a bad idea. But if I'm gonna eat spicy mac and cheese, just give me some fucking sriracha or some Nashville hot honey. Give me some extra hot honey. Mike's hot honey ain't spicy enough. Mike's extra hot honey, just right. What's mean this week? New this week. I Honestly, that's a good question. My answer, I don't know. Uh, I think it's going to be a pretty quiet week unless there's some things that sneak up. I mean, you know what I haven't reviewed, um, so I, yeah. I mean, that's Snackalator got that. He got the Oreo cookie. I went today. They seem to say, "Oh, that's coming out next month." I don't know. And I think you probably told me about the Baja sandwiches that they have, and I'm like, I want to do it all together. I want to do the sandwiches and the cookie at the same time. So, and I know I'm probably screwing myself on that one, but I just want to do them together. So until I get that Oreo cookie, we're not doing a Baja sandwich review. Um, but I went to Panera today. Wingstop just dropped I don't know if you knew about this, but the sweet, spicy chili sauce, delicious, delicious. Review will be up at some point. Do I know when? No. I'm thinking tomorrow might be a good game plan. Um, but I tried that today. We've actually got a Wingstop in Suffolk now, so easy day, laid back day. Did some reviews. Went to Applebee's for that hot honey skillet. Yeah, wasn't impressed. It was okay. Panera's bagel stacks were decent. Red velvet cookie dough Oreo. What is that? Crumble you're talking about, or I don't know. From Walmart. Oh, you're talking about that. Honestly, I'm not gonna do a video on that. I mean, I already bought them, cooked them, tried them. The red velvet won't hit. Had plenty of Oreo in there, but I just didn't think it was on point. Like Insomnia did a red velvet cookies and cream once, and I always talk shit about Insomnia, but Insomnia did a good job. They did a really, they were on point. Um, so, but the ones that Pillsbury did, no, I would not recommend whatsoever. Um, recommend against, I guess, is the better way to say it. So, yeah, we're we're closing in on an hour and 30 minutes. I really don't need to be sitting here that long, but Oreo bunk cake. Look forward to that. Didn't they already? I've already reviewed it in the past. I know that. Um, is that coming back out soon? Is that coming? Because the only one I've got on my list to go try now is this chocolate strawberry. They have honey mustard. Uh, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that they have honey mustard? But yeah, the Oreo bundt cake, I'm not getting that. I'm going to get the chocolate strawberry one that drops on February 3rd. So that's coming. February 4th, I'll be at Starbucks. Of course, February 3rd, I'll also be at Crumble. And then Dunkin', I think February like 5th, 6th, something. And Dunkin's is really stupid. There's nothing new, but I'm going to try and get views, try and get clout. Just be like, Dunkin's Valentine's Menu 2025 / Winter Menu Part 2 2025. And maybe we'll get some TikTok views. I don't know. I don't know. You don't know until you try it. Subway nachos are a test item. So they're not a official thing yet. Um, so with them being a test item, I'd say we got like 6 months to a year till they roll out. So, um, yeah, we'll know. We'll know when it happens. Anyways, speaking of like live videos, a live video that's going to get a lot of views, that you guys should probably be excited about, is the Live Moss um, live video. That is on the 28th. Tim Hortons don't have that yet. And Coconut, I thought they were doing like Snickers and like chocolate bar things right now. I ain't heard nothing about the coconut, but I don't have Tim Hortons yet. They're not open yet. So, A, they got to open. B, how these fast food place works is that when they open, whatever limited time promotion is going on, they don't do for a good reason. They're trying to train employees to understand the basic menu. Is that new? Is this glazed Publix croissant new? I'll look for it if it is. I don't know that I'll do a video or anything, but I'll look for it. My brother's girlfriend works at Publix, so shit. I lost my train of thought, dude. Not new. Okay. I still might look for it just to try on my own personal time. I lost my train of thought. We went to Publix from, what was I talking about before Publix? Oh, the Liv Moss video, 128. They'll talk about all the plans for Taco Bell this year. Hopefully they'll explain why we didn't get Baja Blast Pie. They owe us that. They owe us an explanation for that. Yeah. So, all right, guys. I want to go. It's a secret / unless. Okay. I mean, I can try. I could. Worst case scenario. I'm not someone that likes rejection in any form, facet, any type of way. I don't like rejection. So it's hard for me to just, even the simplest of thing, just go to a fast food restaurant where I have low confidence in them to know anything or want to have anything to do with food item. I have low confidence in doing that, and I don't like to do it. So I might just say, you really have to put me in a position where I'm either at a desperation point or I'm just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have just fuck it attitude. Okay, yeah, cool. You might say you don't have that item. You might tell me no. I don't care. I'm gonna shoot my shot. But anyways, there might be a day I wake up and say, okay, I'm just gonna roll up the Canes and ask them, hey, you got this honey mustard sauce? I heard you got honey mustard. It don't hurt to ask. It don't ever hurt to ask. They say that. Sometimes it does hurt to ask. You just gotta know what situation that is. So, man. All right. Try to make the McRib on your own. No. I don't like the McRib. I don't want to try and make my own McRib. I don't like riblets. I don't like rib patties. I like ribs, like legit ribs, that I eat off the bone, but I do not like those. Something about them. Don't like the texture. Don't like the taste. Love me a good rib. Don't like me no rib patties. I don't like them. I will debone a rib myself. I'll do that. I'll cook some ribs, cut the meat off, put some barbecue sauce on it, make a sandwich out of that. I don't mind that, but you want me to do rib patties? That's not happening. Nope. I'm picky about some things. I'm not as picky as I once was. I used to be chicken nuggets, burgers, French fries, fried food. That was me. Now I'm just like, if I go out to eat, I want the bougiest vegetables and the bougiest selection. Love me some Brussels sprouts. Love me some cabbage. Love me some kale. You cook spinach right, yeah. Love a good salad. Love sushi. Love a good steak. Love me some duck meat. Love me some deer. Love everything, guys. I love everything. I love myself. I love life. All right. Y'all keep asking questions, making statements, but at the end of the day, I could just come back and we can do this again and again and again and again. So I'm tired, just tired. Physically, emotionally, mentally tired. But tomorrow's Monday and I don't have work. So guess what? I'm going to Crumble and then we're going to do some food reviews. We're going to the Little Blue Menu. They got 2 new pizzas. That's the little Chick-fil-A thing in Maryland. They got 2 new pizzas. We're trying that. We're going to go to Dog House and finally trying the Jake Paul wings nonsense. He's got something there. Oh, and they got some funky looking hot dog thing. We're gonna try that if they still have it. Where else are we going? We're going to And Pizza. It is a pizza chain in the DMV area. You got some in Richmond. I don't remember. I think it's jalapeno popper inspired. So we're going there. Oh, Potbelly probably doesn't have anything, but if they do, I'll grab something from Potbelly. Where else am I going up there? I don't know yet. I don't know. Research to be done. But you'll see those videos in the next few weeks too. Some point. Just because I review do the content tomorrow doesn't mean it gets uploaded tomorrow. Crumble will. That'll get uploaded tomorrow. But yeah, early February. That's the big exciting week for me because we get to go to Starbucks and we get to go to Dunkin' and we get to go to Nothing But Cakes and we get to go to Crumble. Oh, new Happy Meal toys. Crumble doesn't pay me shit. They used to give me vouchers. But again, Crumble has seen its better days. And that's why I think they should keep exploring this $2 billion sale and they should pull the trigger. Do it. Get out. Just get out of it. Let's sell it to a non-Mormon organization. Get us some coffee cookies. Get my Mountain Dew cookie. You know, give us something to work with, Crumble. We can get some tiramisu. Woo! Yeah, I'm just tired. What about Hardy's Fruit Loop? Are you just, at this point, are you just looking back at the past and wishing those things would come back? Or are you saying those are back? Because I don't think they're back. I don't think they're back. Pretty sure they're not. Oh, you're just reminiscing? Yeah, I get you. I get you. I'd reminisce too. Because, like, those were fun. Those were good. Speaking of donuts, donuts are pissing me off. Why are donuts pissing you off? Because donuts piss me off sometimes. Why do donuts piss me off sometimes? Well, because there's 2 cereals that I can't stop thinking about. And it's only because of recent events. What the hell did they just text? I don't know. Yeah, I'm about to end this video. 2 things. The chocolate donut cereal from Captain Crunch. Goated. It has not... It's not come back. It's been over 20 years. I was a kid. I was like 5 years old. And I vividly remember that was quite possibly the greatest cereal I've ever had. Then you had Oreo-O's come out. Like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Oreo-O's. And I felt like I found a slight revival of the chocolate donut cereal from Captain Crunch. Just a slight one, because it's not going to taste exactly like it, but it was very similar, right? This one tastes more like Oreos, which is that's a good problem to have, right? It's a good problem to have. Tastes like Oreos. That's fine. That's fantastic. We're happy with that. Um, and now they have a new Oreo Puff cereal. And not only do they have a new Oreo Puff cereal, they didn't tell you this, but it's the replacement for Oreos. I'm like, no, no. It has the same great taste, but the texture's gone. It's no longer that crunchy. Oh, oh, mm, I can't. I can't. This is just not fair. It's not fair. Just we get another stupid ass puff cereal, and now my crunchy Oreos are gone. And I'm a big crunchy guy. I like a good crunch. I like a good chew. Throughout my day, I am always chewing on something, and I think I got this from. I think it's just hereditary. I think I got it from my granddad. You will find me chewing on a pen. You will find me chewing on gum. I just I can't stop chewing. Maybe that's because I like to talk so much. I don't know. I really don't. But habits, man. Habits. Hey, it ain't the worst habit to have. At least I ain't a crackhead, a pothead, an alcoholic. Maybe I am a little bit of an alcoholic, but not one that's like every day, every week type of thing. But you get me drinking, it's going down all the time. All the time. Oh, let's be stretching. And I told y'all 40 minutes ago this was done. I'm going to tell y'all now. I don't know how to end this, but it's ending. It was a good time. It was. And I appreciate all y'all. So thank you. And again, I don't know when I will be back at this, but I'll be back. I promise you. Other than that, Crumble review tomorrow morning, and I will see you around.